It's the Jobbers Tears podcast.
Good evening, fellow jobbers, and welcome to an interesting and we have a special guest episode of the Jobbers Tears podcast. As always, I am Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black, and we once again have a very, very special guest, a friend to the Jobbers Tears podcast. You know, like how when they do up, down, they have a nickname. Do you want to have a nickname? You want to go by Nick? What do you want us to call you?
Oh, can't pick a nickname.
Why you can't pick a nickname?
Because no one picks nicknames.
That's not true. When Jaquan came here.
I gave him his nickname.
Okay, so y'all want to, okay, sorry. So do y'all want to give Nicholas a nickname?
We come up with several. You either get like Little Dicky.
Why would you? Oh, wait a minute.
You either get like Little Dick Nicky, or you get Young Nick. You get like the Black St. Nicholas.
Oh, I kind of like that one.
I think we'll just keep it St. Nicholas.
About Black Saint Dick?
Yeah, it sounds like my porn name. What?
His name is Black Saint Dick.
Wait, what's his name?
No, that just sounds like a random porn name.
Oh, I think that's your boy's name.
I was like, oh shit.
By the way, Pornhub Premium is free.
Yep.
Of course you know that. This guy's funny.
Why do you know that?
Leo knows it too.
They probably advertised it too.
Well, where?
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's free for Valentine's Day. Pornhub Premium.
YouTube.
Pornhub Premium.
Hooters, free wings.
Hooters got free wings.
Yeah.
On Valentine's
If you
Day.
go with like your ex's picture,
Oh, yeah.
I can use Instagram for that, right?
I don't know. You may have to print it out.
I ain't gonna print it out because that's mad work. I don't.
It's
wanna
mad
talk
work
to
to
them.
just print. Clearly.
I don't know.
Wait, is Valentine's Day a holiday? No, right?
Yes and
No,
no.
it's not. Listen, it's not a
Not a
holiday.
day off of
It
work.
technically is like
I don't get a day
it's
off.
definitely.
It doesn't count. Hallmark made up Valentine's Day.
Well, I don't get Martin Luther King
big.
off.
You sound big
No,
now.
because like
this
kind of
whole thing.
no, because Hallmark started the whole giving out cards on these holidays. They made up Valentine's Day. They made up all these necessary holidays y'all celebrate, like Friends Day, Grandpa's Day, all of that. Hallmark started this stuff.
You don't get Martin Luther King off?
No.
What kind of racist ass job you work at?
I do.
Racist.
I mean, the same, not racist, but the same that blesses you guys with some food sometimes. So.
Nigga, they still racist.
Exactly.
I'ma still eat that cheesy bread and garlic because that shit tastes good.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, but no, I mean, it's different. It's just a different industry. Like the restaurant business, you're open 365 days. Like the restaurant isn't closed on Thanksgiving.
true.
It's not closed on Christmas. It's not closed on New
You
Year's.
worked Thanksgiving last year?
Yeah, I worked Christmas and Thanksgiving. So
Did they give you more money? Those
no,
you
it's
worked?
the same. So no, the way that they did it was so like they implemented this new system where like you get 6 holidays on
Talk
top.
about your whole business. Tell your job how it works.
Doesn't matter. It's okay. We all in good company. It's okay.
And the internet world. The
It's
job
okay.
world.
So no, but basically,
Thank you, highly under 90, aka Word Life.
but basically, between Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Day, Labor Day, Memorial Day, and 4th of July. So if you work 2 out of the 6, you get the 4 automatically off, and you don't have to use the PTO.
Well, that's good.
So because I worked Christmas and Thanksgiving, I knew we were gonna have the barbecue on the 4th. Labor Day is by my birthday. Memorial Day I was doing for my cousin's bachelorette. So I knew those holidays I needed, and I didn't want to take the PTO, so I worked Thanksgiving and Christmas, basically.
So you got these checks.
A little bit.
That's why your hair be looking extra full lately.
A little bit. I'm trying. Well, that and traveling back and forth to Chicago.
She be traveling.
Yeah, you
Lord have
doing
mercy.
a lot of your life.
You got money.
You got big money.
No,
You got money to burn.
my Southwest points is just a little on the good side. But did we?
Big flip.
Before we do, you guys have figured out what we call a Nick.
Saint Nick.
Saint Nick?
AKA Dirty Dick Nick.
I don't think he wants to be called that because I don't think
Alright,
his.
fine. You want to call it Young Dick?
No, I don't think anything Dick he wants in the.
I like
damn
Swaggy
name.
Nick though. I like Swaggy Nick though.
No, because that's no.
Fine.
Why do y'all love Dick? Why do y'all love Dick so much? Pause.
Swaggy Saint Nick.
Wait,
That's
do
your
your
full
foot.
name. Swaggy Saint Nick. There you go. If we
Okay,
agree,
that's
Swaggy Saint Nick.
Swaggy
Swaggy.
Saint Nick.
I'm just gonna
Alright,
say
the
Saint
short
Nick.
form, and after the short name is Swaggy Nick.
No, Saint Nick is fine.
Saint Nicholas is fine. Saint Nick is good.
I vibe with it.
Okay, cool.
No. It's Black History Month, so you gotta put the black in there. I don't want you.
So Black Saint Nick, I like
No,
the
or we can
beginning.
say Saint Nick Black. No, Black Saint Nick. is
Black
fine.
Saint Nick sounds
Black
better.
Saint Dick.
No.
Can you
Okay.
pass me the
How about
cheesy
the
bread?
Slick Nick?
Slick Nick.
There you go. That was by
Okay.
Cole.
Slick Nick.
That's
Slick
what we.
Nick,
That's
yeah.
what we just
You
said.
said that, yeah.
He's high.
Slick Nick.
No.
We already had a slick dick on the show before.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we
yeah.
can't call him
He's
that.
Slick Dick Jr.
He ain't white.
With long hair.
But he got Tupac, like,
Tupac is bald.
No, Tupac and Juice.
yeah.
That's
Juice is one of my
hilarious.
favorite movies.
No, it's
Really?
not. No, it's not. You never talk about Juice ever in your life, boy.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you never talk about Juice.
I don't talk about it with you, my nigga.
No,
There's a
you
lot.
never
There's a
talk
lot of things you don't know
It's
about.
'cause-
Oh, what's my favorite Disney movie?
Oh,
Of
let's
course,
go.
Of course, something corny. Probably Beauty and the Beast.
It is Beauty and the Beast stuff. You got that right. You got that right.
Yo, I didn't think he was gonna get that right.
He just guessed, but he guessed it though. But he guessed it though. I ain't
Beauty
corny.
and the
It's
Beast
because
is
you.
not that corny.
My nigga, you just sat there and did a whole kid song and went bad hard. Ooh, check this out.
You
Check out this
definitely-
sick kid
You
song.
definitely went ham
Fire.
over Yo Gabba Gabba.
You're the
And I was
biggest-
like,
You never mentioned Juice ever in your life, boy.
Yes, I have.
You never got hyped for Juice.
Because I don't watch it with you.
You never get hyped, B.
My top 5 favorite movies.
Go.
Oh my gosh. Paid in Full.
Yeah.
I'm Not Counting Juice.
Okay.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay.
Independence Day.
Nope.
You like Independence Day?
Not my,
I liked
not in my
it.
top 5.
Is it top 10 at least?
Top 15.
Okay.
Pursuit of Happiness is not on there either.
Antoine Fisher.
Nope.
Oh, I like that movie.
What's your top 5?
Because now because I thought he know. Yo.
He only knew the Disney one. Okay, wait, what's your top 5?
Top 5 is Pay It Forward,
Okay, I remember that. You told me that, yeah.
Beauty and the Beast,
Okay.
Power Rangers the first movie.
Yes. With Zordon.
The
Yeah.
one with Ivan Lewis?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I had that shit
Yes.
on VHS.
Yes.
Yup.
Yes.
Okay, you mentioned that. Okay, what else?
What do you mean? What else? Juice is on there. Juice goes on there.
He never talks about it ever in life. What else?
I never talk about it with
Talk
you,
about
nigga.
now.
Because those about you.
What's the fifth one?
What's my 5th one?
Yes.
The Wood.
You would like the wood.
How about Lion King?
What?
Matter of fact, what is my top 5 favorite movies then?
Paid in Full.
Okay.
Paid in Full.
No.
Paid in Full. Paid in Full. And Paid in Full.
No. Paid in Full. Belly.
You would like Belly.
Antoine Fisher.
So he
You
said,
said, so he said all of his favorite shit as your favorite shit.
No. Everybody knows that I love Juice. Everybody knows I love Juice. You know, Paid in Full, Juice, Wreck-It Ralph.
I gotta lie, I love
Wreck-It Ralph, Antoine Fisher, and last and not but least, this is my favorite all-time movie. Like I seen 1,001 times. It's a lot, but to round out the top 5, Mulan. Fire, B. Let's get down to business. Woo! It was hyping up. Oh! Dark Side of the Moon. Woo! And the fact that I had a low key, like, I think it was kind of gay. Because mysteriously, like Mulan, when she saw like she was really a girl, nah, my nigga, you always liked her, son. It's like you don't get instant attraction when you see somebody. Nah, B, that was kind of off, B.
hold on, I gotta ask you guys a question.
What?
So, you ever wanted to be friends with a guy, like really badly?
Yeah.
Wait, so okay, now that we're in face-to-face mode, who is this gentleman that you want to be friends with so bad?
Yo,
So-
I'm
so-
not doing Mulan.
I can't say the name, I don't want to blow niggas up. He's in our draft.
Well, who has him?
He's in our, no, he's not in our draft. He's like part of the draft.
Oh, okay.
Part of the draft that we're doing with True Hills.
about JJ?
Huh? No. He'll live in the state. Cause I hit him sit about him. This is bad game. It's not bad game. I was like, yo, this nigga be doing mad wrestling shit. Yo, who is he, son? And the Sid was like, nah, he lives in Ohio. And
Austin.
yeah, he lives in Ohio and he's subscribed to the Wrestling Observer just like me. And I was like, oh man, he mad smart. And he be putting his stats up, right? Like his status, and he be having mad information. But I feel like he's mad cool. So I want to get to know him and like hang out with him.
But he don't live here.
Yeah, I know. But then I was like, yo. Is the video pause? No.
Where's your phone? Oh, put it by window, dogs.
So yeah. So I put a status up today. Has anybody every man had a friend crush? And then mad people call me gay. You know who's calling me gay? Black and Latinos.
Insecure niggas.
You know what the problem is? Toxic masculinity.
Facts.
But then my white friends was like, yo, I understand you, B. You see?
Well, that's because all of them want to be friends with probably somebody like you.
Exactly.
No, but it's also the bro culture in with white guys is mad gay.
Oh, it's wow.
Yo, the bro culture is mad gay.
Yo, when we came out the train, you heard that dude who saw his friend. He was like, yeah. Yo, they is mad close.
Yeah.
Why you smiling that hard? Why you smiling that
He
hard?
said he
yo? You
grabbed
smiling
him.
that
He
hard.
really did. He just went into it.
That's his boy.
Yeah, that's love, and I feel like in the
That's how you are, like with Rich sometimes.
yeah, but you know, Rich is really Spanish.
I know.
He's Spanish?
No, he's black, but he's
But
basically
he's
Spanish.
Just, yeah, he's,
Oh, he's like Alex Media. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but like you
Yeah.
but the thing is though, within the brown
Yeah.
and black culture, we can't show love to other men like that.
But whose fault is that?
I don't know. It's not my
I
fault.
don't know.
Oh, yeah, what are you coming to me about? So whose fault is that? It's you, no, I'm just saying. I had a friend crush. I was like, yo, I really want to get to know this guy and hang out with him.
Wait, so side note, actually, now I'm interested to know, Leo, what's your top 5 favorite movies?
Lion King.
Yep, that's a good one.
Dark Knight. With,
Ooh, yes.
It's not yeah, it's not gonna.
Super bad.
Okay.
You would like Superbad.
Yeah, absolutely
White
would.
people central.
It's a really good movie.
No, it's
No,
a
it's
good
a really
movie.
good
It's a
movie,
good
man.
movie.
Super bad? No, it's not.
Yeah,
You
it
don't
is.
stand it's not. It's whack now. It's whack. It's trash now.
I'm not watching it now.
Yeah, for the time it was good, but now it's trash. Yeah.
Okay, but it's still your favorite. Continue.
Napoleon Dynamite?
That.
That movie's fire though. That's my all-time favorite movie. Like, I got that on Blu-ray.
First of all, you
with
didn't
the
even put
velvet
that in your
tie.
top 5.
You have to understand, I forgot, but that's definitely top 5.
That definitely is your top 8.
No.
Don't do that.
Watch your mouth. Watch
Okay,
your
so
mouth.
wait, Lion King, Dark Knight,
Super bad.
Superbad.
That, another movie.
I don't fucking know what that is.
Can't think right
How high?
now. No.
Game Over.
No. Yes.
From the
American Pie, right?
Yeah. Game Over
American Pie, right?
and American Pie. Naked Mile.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
What?
I was surprised you didn't say Road Trip.
Oh, I fucking love Road Trip.
Your Road Trip is real good.
No, but Road Trip is
Which one was
hilarious.
which one was the, you probably know this. It's the movie where some guy met some girl in Amish country.
Yeah,
Sex Drive?
Sex Drive.
Sex Drive.
That movie's tough. That movie's tough.
You know what movie was on my top 10?
That's my top 15. That's in my top.
Yeah.
My top, but it's in my top. No, Meeting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
No.
Forget
Is
Sarah Marshall.
You get it, Sarah Marshall.
that the one where who's in the
Russell
movie?
Brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. But there's
That
another one.
Veronica Mars
It's
chick.
Russell Brand,
That
and there's
Veronica
another one.
Mars
There's another one. With the dude
Pineapple
meet.
Express.
Get him to the Greek.
No. It's this movie where I forgot that because I really liked. I saw it like a couple times. I always catch it on cable. So the dude meets a girl, but the girl out of my league.
Oh, that movie's fire.
She's out of my league.
She's out of my league.
yes.
That movie's fire.
That's in the top
The
15.
fish looking guy.
Huh?
Face looking
Fish
good.
looking guy?
Yeah. It reminded me of a couple times in my life. But anyway, so good for time.
Oh.
He went flashback for a second.
Okay. Well, Black
Bell.
Saint. Oh, Julian Bell. Actually, before I do,
He said, like, remember the Titans?
remember Titans is tough. But actually, Julian, happy birthday, love. Want to wish you a very,
Happy
very
birthday,
happy
Julian
birthday.
Bell. Woo!
All the way from New York to you. Happy birthday. If you do decide to come up for Mania Week, please let us know. We do want to link up.
Shots.
But happy birthday to you. Before we do move on. All right, Black Saint Nick,
Oh.
top 5.
Truman Show is a classic movie, too.
What?
The Truman Show.
Can you pass me the garlic bread, my nigga? I've been asking you for this
He
shit.
definitely did.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Lion King.
Yep.
You want one?
Wreck-It Ralph, definitely.
There's more in the
No,
other
there's
bag.
more in there. Oh, okay.
With what was it? With To Paris with Love. It's that movie with John Travolta.
Okay.
He was a badass in that. And the last one, Jackie Brown.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a lot
I was
of
like,
Tarantino.
I was about to say that's definitely a
You a
certain
hood nigga.
particular
Bell
genre.
Diva said it's her birthday, too. Happy birthday, Val.
Happy birthday.
Oh, happy
birthday.
birthday, love. Sorry. So shout out to all the Aquariuses. Shout outs to those that are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day. If you got a special young lady or young man in your life.
Booed up.
3 moves of death.
3 strokes.
I'm already getting hell for that post, so I don't want no more.
Chicago people speak like that. Midwest.
Joe. Let's hear it, Joe.
Listen here, Joe. I reckon.
Oh no.
I
That's
reckon,
the
Joe.
one. That's the only thing though. He was like, I never said reckon. Like, what do you mean? I was like, listen, I don't. I zone out half the time, so I don't even know. But
Pardon me?
before what?
Pardon me.
No. So before we start, I do want to, I guess, give my top
Yeah, what's your
5. Lion King.
Why do you love Lion King so much?
Oh, because it's the shit.
They stole that from
It's a lot of life
anime.
lessons. It doesn't matter. It's a lot of life lessons in that movie.
People steal everything all the time.
Lion King, Rent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
What?
Yeah.
Get Rich or Die
One of my favorite
Trying?
movies. No bullshit.
I'm a gangster, Grandpa. What?
It's
Yo,
not better than 8 Mile though. 8 Mile was a classic.
no, that's cool. But my favorite.
Minority Report.
Get, what? No.
That's my 5.
That's why you don't
okay.
like minorities.
So those 3, last 2. Trying to think like what do I really really like a lot.
Paid in full.
Paid in Full. That's top 8.
You don't know no girly movies? And she's all that.
No,
The
Bring it
Notebook.
on.
no, no,
Bring it on again.
Clueless.
no, no.
Yo, Clueless had the fire theme song, son.
She has everything.
Everything, and she'll give it to you an exaction. Looks can't see.
You missed the whole verse.
She has a heart on her
You
sleeve.
said you
Why
skipped
you-
over the entire verse.
What's the rest of the verse then?
She has everything. She waited to the perfection. Something looks good.
That's why I just heard the fucking
That's
said.
actually what you said.
Every day. She's
I didn't get it. That's what I said.
I don't know. I don't know the other 2, but those like are my 3,
Yo,
like
do
my
y'all watch,
go-to.
do y'all watch Zach Morris's Trash?
Yes.
Son, I've been putting it on since like, no, it was way before Sid put it on Facebook. I was on it since last year. Boy, he's really as trash, boy.
Yeah.
Yo, he's terrible.
But he's still that nigga, though.
He basically was selling Lisa clothes on some like on a low.
He was doing trash shit. Like that's not the
trash,
only
dude.
thing.
Can we start the show?
But he's such a good actor. Yeah. All right. Before we do get started, we do want to let everyone know on the live feed and YouTube land. Save the date, March 30th.
Turn on the mic, say what up.
We are doing.
Turn on the mic.
Turn on the mic.
What up, bro?
This nigga don't
Is
even
the
know.
person saying turn on the mic?
That's what I thought he was
No, that's what the
saying.
guy said. He says turn. His name is Turning on the mic.
Oh.
Sir Wilkes.
No, he's only saying Sir Wilkes. He didn't say what's up.
You think he's saying what's up?
But you can't put words in people's mouths. But as I was saying, March 30th, we are doing our kickoff event of WrestleMania week. Those that actually are flying in for WrestleMania and is going to miss it, we are sorry in advance. But we are going to kick off WrestleMania week in a very, very big way. So we are going to actually announce the host of our brunch and gaming party this Sunday at Legends. So those that are coming out for Elimination Chamber, tell a friend to tell a friend to bring a friend to bring a friend to find out who will be our mystery host for our brunch coming up on March 30th. So save that date. And also before we do start our opening segment, we do want to, acknowledge the passing of WWE Hall of Famer Pedro Morales. Pedro is a native from Puerto Rico, and he was the first ever Triple Crown champion. So as a Latino and someone that's making history that way, it's a very, very big accomplishment because, we all have witnessed the struggles and seen the struggles of
He's also the longest running Intercontinental Champion.
minorities in the wrestling business. So we just want to, take acknowledgement and, send praise to his family and fans, all around the world because, once again, he has recently passed away. So I'm going to leave the somber note and start our opening segment with our OMG moment of this week. Goes to no other than your new IWGP champion, Jay White. So if you have been watching, I think there's been like a tournament they've been doing, and it was Jay White versus, thank you, my sir guest over here. And he became the 68th IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And I quote, once he won, he said this. He said, "I am the top wrestler, not in just this company, but in the world," end quote. So my question to you gentlemen, and it's been rumbles of once again, Kenny Omega, I think, was their pick of, taking the title off of him. And because Kenny decided to sign to AEW, They needed a replacement. So is Jay White the better replacement?
No.
Can I finish the damn question? God damn. Is Jay White the right replacement in terms of champion? And from what it looks like, he's going to be walking into Madison Square Garden as champion right now. So was he the better man?
No.
Or why?
He doesn't pop. Like with Kenny, everything about him screams star.
I mean, Jay White, mind you, he's the leader of the Bullet Club.
Okay, and again, so what? Like just because he's a leader of something doesn't mean that he's the right leader for it. Like he's leader of the Bullet Club. Your point. Now when Kenny took over for AJ, you felt the difference. You felt the shift of power. You felt that, dang, Kenny is that dude when he walks to the ring with his swag, all the little stuff he does throughout. Jay White's like, all right, his name is Switchblade, cool, but he doesn't excite me like Kenny does. He doesn't excite me how Finn Balor did. He doesn't excite me how what's name did it. AJ. He doesn't excite me. He does not scream top star. Maybe right now he doesn't scream top star. Do I doubt that he will get it there? Or do I think that he will get there to the top star level? Of course he is. But as of right now, though, son, he got to show me a little bit more. He got to show me that to it. He got to show me that little bit more swag. Like, yo, the champion they make me, I make this championship. So until then, he ain't the right pick.
But it sounds like in your mind you already made up that he's never really going to be the right guy.
I never said that.
But from what you're saying,
I just said as of right now, no. I won't doubt he won't get there, but as of right now, no. So I'm never saying that he won't become like he won't eventually evolve into that. But as of right now, no. He needs a little bit more time. Maybe as the course of him become a champion, he will definitely evolve into more of a top guy, might have that swagger to him. Yeah, but right now, no. He ain't like when he won. I was like, okay, cool, that's what's up. Proud of you, bro. That's what's up.
all right.
I mean,
What do you think?
Just in general, with this rise with Jay White, I think it kind of reminds a lot of people of when Okada first came back into New Japan after his stint in TNA. He was like built up as like their next star, but they weren't too sure on him. But then they gave him the belts, and not a lot of people agreed with it at the time. But it wasn't until he had that big marquee match with Tanahashi that really put him over. So I do agree with what Mr. Black is saying, that Jay White doesn't feel to that star level quality, even though I do believe in his promos though. His promo skills are a lot better. He takes a Chris Jericho 08 approach where he's like very methodical with his words.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, I know. You've seen it before, but at the same time, it's still like a nice change of pace. But I do agree where you're saying he's not of the level yet, but I definitely believe this is a step in the company's direction that like they want a top foreign star and they want to build around him. He might not feel that way because I know I've seen a lot of comments say like, yo, this is too soon, this is too... It even caught me by surprise. I thought because the way Gato builds up, and he's the booker there, so like he plans in like mad years in advance. So after he beat Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, I was already shook. And I started believing in the Switchblade after that. But then I didn't think it was going to be this early, like the big pay-per-view after Wrestle Kingdom, that he's already going to take the belt. Now, I just got to see what he's going to do with the belt because, as on my point, I still believe Tama Tonga should have been the rightful new leader after all. He was like the real build-up in all this about the Civil War with the Bullet Club. But I don't understand where that went in. He just started supporting Jay White and they was talking about low-key, like, he was there all along and all this other stuff. All I know is with the belt now, they're just going to have to put him in big situations.
Exactly.
Because he's supposed to main event the Garden.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he is on the road to Supercard G1 as champion. So, Wilkins, your thoughts on the new IWPG champion?
First, we have to give Kenny Omega his props.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. This man is literally God in wrestling right now. And I say this because you spoke about Homeboy he books in advance.
Yeah.
Years in advance and everything, which is what most bookers do anyways.
Yeah.
Usually minimum a year, they book something out. Quality bookers, at least. And I don't think he expected Kenny to leave.
No. Not the way that Kenny was riding.
No, I don't think.
I don't think he expected Kenny to leave.
But
And
AEW, like,
yeah, and he ended up leaving because AEW literally popped out like, what is it,
the
June? of last year. It's when the Rumble started.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even been a year yet since like AEW has been like a thing. It hasn't been official since what?
Hasn't
A
been
few
year
weeks
since
ago.
All In.
Yeah. So they forced their hand.
Yeah.
Why can he work? Besides him being a phenomenal wrestler, storyteller, he's white. He has crossover marketability. He speaks Japanese extremely well, and he speaks English very well. Honestly speaking, it works.
Yeah.
And this may sound weird, this may sound a little weird, but Jay White is their new white hope. That's basically what he is to them.
Yeah.
And I understand when somebody's like, yo, he doesn't deserve it, but on a business standpoint,
Especially when they're going into foreign markets.
when they go into foreign markets, because that's their thing, is foreign markets.
Yeah.
If you look at the culture of wrestling right now, WWE is trying to get into foreign markets of overseas. Japan trying to come onto this side.
Yeah.
Why do you think they put the belt on Jinder Mahal
Yeah.
at one time, right? Remember that?
Yeah, for India.
For India, they're trying to tap into that Indian market.
And it definitely was more of like getting that look. Like,
Yeah.
I think in terms of, and that's why like I found it interesting, like reading on the internet and people were saying like, oh, Jay White is Kenny's replacement. It was like, and a replacement in a sense of, yes, he's probably one of the few individuals like American that can draw an American crowd when they come to the States.
And I don't want to take anything from Jay White, or people. Well, he's not saying he's not talented enough, but they're putting him in that position because it's like we need you to cross over. If you look at the top guys you just mentioned, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, like they're phenomenal in the ring, and you can't be whack in Japan. That's like a no-no. But they have crossover appeal. And the biggest crossover recently was Kenny Omega. And you know what? If I'm looking at the game, I'm putting it on Jay White. He's the most talented dude in the back to put a belt on him. He may not be ready, but a lot of times, what champion is technically ready when they get the belt?
That's the same too.
Even in real sports.
Yeah.
The first time you win a championship, sometimes you're not ready. Look at the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
When they first won their championship, Tom Brady wasn't ready, really.
What about that guy that was on Lillian's podcast like a couple of weeks ago? He was talking about how he won the Super Bowl, and after that, he was at the mountaintop, and he was like, yo, what's next?
Exactly. Like, it's one of those situations where, all right, we're going to give you the belt because we feel that you have the potential. Run with it.
Yeah.
Now, if he trips and falls and it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Because what they're thinking is they're trying to grow. Yeah. That's why they kept their relationship with ROH intact. Mm-hmm. They're not stupid. They understand what the game is, and Jay White is basically what Larry Bird was to the Celtics. Like, it is what it is, and it's nothing against him, but that's the reason. Sometimes they put the black guy in a music video because they need a thug.
Well, you just gotta play your part.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on, and speaking about AEW, those that have tried to buy tickets all week, if you have gotten them, great. If you have not, good luck, because it is officially sold out.
Ali Underrated 91 said he was just like, he mentioned Triple H. But like Triple H back in 2000, like he wasn't the guy at first. And he's arguing with someone else. And he brought up this point. He says, so why did they give the belt before Triple H? I'm not even disagreeing with your point. I'm saying that people didn't see Triple H as a true heavyweight champion until he had the match with Foley back in 2000. Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
When they had that match.
The hardcore match is the street fight. I feel like I have to agree with him with that one. As far as Jay White, like I said before, it's just like you need that defining moment.
Yeah.
Such as when Edge went against Mick Foley, that was Edge like
WrestleMania 22.
WrestleMania 22. That was the moment like, alright, Edge belongs on the top of the card. Let's get something more recent. When Ronda Rousey went against Nia Jax, that was like the turn point looking like, alright, she's real. That's when she got the way more respect after that match. Or such as Shawn Michaels versus Triple H when he came back in that street fight, the defining moment. That really set them out his like, all right, he's officially back. Shawn Michaels Elimination Chamber. Confetti coming down, blood, and then he
still have that confetti to this day.
Yeah. I mean, like that was the most ugliest outfit I ever wear in my life, and I haven't seen in his life. Those ugly brown hair.
Brown, yeah.
I hated that.
That was in the video game. That was in
I was tight.
Shit.
Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair.
Oh my God,
man.
here we go.
WrestleMania 24.
There was nothing to prove.
What are you talking about?
There was nothing to prove.
There's no greatest matches of all time.
Okay, but there's still like.
Hold on.
we're having a conversation.
Wait. Before we continue on, I was at work today.
Of course you were.
I would hope so.
Because I haven't paid bills and whatever. I was at work. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Captain Obvious. Thank you. Thank you.
I was at work today. Of course you were.
But why there's no point of saying, of course you were? Okay, let me finish. So I'm at work. Of course I was. And my coworker is just like, yeah, so how's the wrestling stuff? I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. But you know what a good match I saw? Years ago?
Shit.
Ric Flair versus Shawn
Mind
Michaels.
you, there's only one person saying this. One person.
But the point of the
Nobody ever
conversation.
says this match outside of that one person.
The point of the conversation was in terms of
Defining
you proving
moment.
yourself
Exactly.
to become a
It was a
champion.
defining moment.
It was the end of an era.
Exactly.
It was a defining moment.
I mean, it technically
No,
wasn't
but
the end of an era because like the next week he was on Impact.
Why do you keep saying
Because
that?
it's fucking true.
Stop bringing that up.
It
It's
was
not the
fucking
same
true.
world.
It's the same thing.
My
though.
nigga, it's like we're going from Dragon Ball Z
That was
to
just like-
Dragon Ball. It's two different
My
worlds.
nigga's still dragging and it's still ball. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
different worlds.
That shit like,
Hold on. You know what? It's like going from Dragon Ball Z to Naruto. They're not the same world.
There's the same world technically.
I don't even know that fucking world, so I don't know.
It's not the same. It's not the same universe.
Regardless,
Nigga, it's God. It's God everywhere. God made the
point-
universe over there. God made this universe.
the point of the matter is that match is definitely more on like a history book. Like you're putting that as a moment in history.
It's defining moment.
No, but the defining moment that people on the feed and we were talking about was becoming champion. There's no fucking belt involved.
It doesn't need. It doesn't need that.
Oh yeah,
Another defining moment.
But then the next fucking week he was on Impact.
It doesn't. Why you keep bringing that
was
up?
so defiant. So defiant.
With Ric Flair, we all gonna agree on is Ric Flair and Jay Lethal promo off.
I watched that Elimination Chamber from like Triple H and like Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
this morning by accident.
Okay.
I left my TV on.
Okay, what's the
Yeah.
story
It was Deadass Girl said this podcast war.
between this one? Not between me.
And not between you.
Between me, Leo.
What? Next subject, man.
Anyway, so excuse me, as I was saying,
They said it's dead ass war. I like that cliche against you.
Y'all niggas is corny.
why you?
Why you so?
They're gonna get
They're
you.
gonna get you. I'm not.
So
into this.
as I was saying, those that have been trying to get tickets to go to Vegas for Memorial Day weekend with AEW, you're gonna have to look on StubHub, TickPick. You're gonna look for a friend that knows a friend that got a ticket because it is officially sold out. Even in 4 minutes, it was less time than All In. All In took about a half hour to sell out. It took them 4 minutes. Took them 240 seconds to sell out. So between the pre-sale that happened a few days ago and the general sale that went on, I think yesterday, tickets are gone. So my question isn't really focused actually on Double or Nothing. It's actually focused on, there are other rumbles of information of like them doing a show in the UK, them doing an All In 2 in Chicago back at the Sears, them doing a TV deal by sometime fall of this year.
October.
So my question to you gentlemen would be, what is the most exciting thing about AEW to you right now?
TV deal.
Why?
I want to see you make some money, B. It's once you get a TV deal for me, and that's me, and I've said it before. So one of the greatest things he was on. So Khan, head dude, was on Chris Jericho's podcast,
Okay.
and this is something I've been saying to a lot of people. I was like, a TV deal is a big deal. All networks want live sports because that's the only thing that's live nowadays. Like. We watch TV. I'm about to catch up on This Is Us when I get to the crib.
Facts. I
It's
gotta
on
catch up
Hulu.
on this. Oh my God.
No, I saw every episode.
I'm
I'm
definitely
on the
lacking.
12th episode. And
Let's talk about it next
let's
week.
talk about it. Anyways. So that's a big deal. And the reason why it's a big deal because you're like established. Especially when you get on a quality network. Not this shit outdoor pass, whatever shit Impact is on.
Oh my God, where they're not getting any viewings from. Like they're getting less viewers than they got on fucking Pop.
Their
Yeah.
stuff is on Twitch, so like.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like, nah. an established network, TBS, TNT, something established, like everybody can get on basic cable, you're setting yourself up. And I want to stop turning this, I want AEW to stop being that shiny new toy that everybody's getting happy about.
But I mean, that's gonna happen though.
No, and I understand that. I understand that's the mentality of most people. That's psychology of everybody. It's brand new, it's fresh, and I love it. And I'm doing something dope. I just want them to be, okay, let's get some work. Like a weekly thing where I can tune in and really get invested into the stories. Because right now it seems like a one-off they're doing. It's easy to do a once a month thing, the pay-per-view type of thing. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's easy. I'm not taking it away from the hard work that goes in.
But it's easier than a weekly show.
Yeah, a weekly show, and that's how it's starting production. And the thing is, I can't wait because he said something very profound on that podcast when he said there hasn't been another type of high quality wrestling production done.
Correct, because Impact production is not high quality. Like,
you know what I mean? So I can't wait to see what he does come October. Come when that TV deal is actually done and ready, and they're doing something on a weekly basis. High definition television, quality wrestling. You're gonna love that. And I'm about the stories. And they're doing a little. It still feels very indie to me right now.
but I feel like that's the I think wave they're gonna continue, and I think that's the wave I think for their foundation that they should.
Yeah, and that's why they're doing these monthly shows, building themselves up and stuff. And these are all technically indie guys that's all being signed.
Okay.
So that's my thing on. I'm excited for them to start their weekly promotion.
Okay,
on
Mr.
TV.
Black, what is the most exciting thing to you about AEW so far?
It's nothing. Because everybody, like he says, is a shiny new toy. Everyone's getting hyped for it. Now, there's no TV deals. You never saw the sets for them. You never saw the run for all of this. Oh yeah, episode of this, that, a third. Everybody come to this, that. Everybody's going crazy. Now, the reason why I'm not going to get excited because everybody going to have high hopes for it. And they say that one of their favorite wrestlers, let's say Revival goes over there, they're not getting used right. You see, man, they do not use their talent, this, that, a third, blah, blah, blah. People are going to complain. Now, let's go, now, I want to see what they do, not the first year, not the second year, but the fifth year. Because at the fifth year, that's when you're a little bit more established, and all the kinks is a little bit more out. You see, all right, what works, what not works. So, all this hype for it is good, but let me see what they're going to do when in 5 years. How they're gonna still keep that momentum up in 5 years? How the Raiders gonna do? Because right now we live in a system. We live in an era where like not everybody could able to catch their program on a weekly basis. Even Raw and SmackDown, even the NBA. If you notice that they put all their games after the game is finished, they put all the highlights of the game online on the YouTube page. So how would they come back when like how that everything's dominated by streams? How would they come back like having all these WWE talents that is very good? How are they gonna build up their farming system? What's gonna be their NXT? What's gonna be their headline matches? Is like the tag team really gonna be like the headlines of every matches? What's gonna be the secondary title? There's gonna be a cruiserweight division. All these questions that I have, I'm still waiting for that. So as of right now, I have no excitement because I want to watch this as a clean slate. That's what I did to Impact. When I went to Impact back in the day, I was like, what is this program? I had no expectation for it. And during the time...
Had Amazing Red on there.
Huh? They had Amazing Red. They had a lot of good people. This had a third. But
They also have Ric Flair.
yeah. But listen. So when it comes to that, that was actually one of the best times in Impact when like Homicide was there before Hogan and everything and ruined everything.
Before
right. So my thing is this way. Who's gonna be the on-screen, like are they gonna follow WWE formula from the Attitude Era? Are they gonna follow WCW formula, the Impact formula, ECW formula, or the old formula? So until then, I wanna give it a solid 5 years. Because the first year, in a lot of businesses, you lose a lot of money. So what are they gonna do to really want to have to put on a weekly program every single week? I give them 5 years, and then I can really say that. Let me have that proper opinion about that.
Okay. All right. Black Saint Nick.
All right.
What is the most thing you're excited about AEW?
The most thing I would say I'm excited about with AEW is the potential when it comes to them saying they're the alternative from WWE. So TNA did that for a long while between, I think, the times of 2006 to 2010 before the Hogan era, and they started mushing that all together. I think for AEW, when Cody said that they want to be alternative and something different, I want to see what they have as in a show that would bring an audience there that says, hey, maybe WWE is not right for me right now. What AEW got on their TV when they do have their TV deal and they have like potential great matches and all this other stuff, but like what are they bringing to the table that feels just a lot different than WWE? Because if they start just going the same route as anything that you see on the indies or anything exactly you see in WWE, then it's just like, why don't I just watch those programs? What is different that they're presenting me? So I just want to see the potential in what their shows will bring, because when they had All In, that was like a representation of a whole bunch of genres of indies coming together. But I think with their next solid card, Double or Nothing, which is the official card for AEW, we'll actually see storylines progress. We'll see like how they want to go forward in the stories that they'll play out.
Well, one of the biggest things is that before we move on is that their roster's not that huge.
As right now.
So as they keep building, he said he's not gonna sign that many people. Khan did say that. He said he's not gonna sign a crazy amount of people because he doesn't want to. He
doesn't want to oversaturate, which makes sense. But then, in the same breath, it's the same thing everyone complains about WWE when you use the same like 8 players. It's like, all right,
but
I'm
I think
tired
people
of
complain
seeing
about WWE.
all of this.
People complain about WWE when they use the same 8 players because there's 50 people in the back eating catering.
As I said last time, where, well,
but then it's the same breath of you saying like you're still using these top 8, but then there's a whole bunch of people you can sign.
Here's the difference.
Same concept.
Let's go back to what I said last week with the Smackdown 6. Even though it was 6 of them, it was super interchangeable. You didn't see Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle for 3 months. You didn't see Chris Benoit for 3 months. Then after they take a 1-month break, they do it again, and now all of them in a 6-man tag, just like they did on Raw with those guys. This is different. They just spring them around like, you know what? Nah, let's get Ray versus Randy Orton. Let's get Kurt Angle versus John Cena. They still mix up with other people. That's the difference.
But they still do that now,
Yeah.
and I still
not really.
and
On
the
Raw,
fans
on Raw side, they don't
no
do that.
on Raw
Raw,
and
they don't
Smack
got that.
they do that the same way. Just like when they were the build up for SmackDown, basically Elimination Chamber was they basically took 2 people and put them against each other every other week. Like they do the same thing. It's just that I think personally, the fan I was when I was 15, 16 is not the fan I am at
But
almost
that's the
30.
question.
So
Were
my
you
viewpoint,
watching wrestling
is
during
very
SmackDown
different.
6?
Absolutely. I've been watching wrestling since 1996. So like at the end of the day, how I view and how I look at wrestling as an adult versus like when I was a teenager and as a kid are very 2 different points. When that SmackDown 6 happened, it was more of like, okay, this is great. This is more information. As an adult now, I'm looking for, all right, what else are we doing? Like, who else can we pull? Does it have to be the same 6? Does it have to be the same 4?
I get it, but what's the difference when SmackDown did it? How many times did you see Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor?
Oh no, I
How many
agree.
times-
No,
like,
but
how
I'm
many
saying
times
I
now-
agree with that.
now on
I don't
SmackDown
like
side-
that they
exactly.
do that.
On the SmackDown side, how many times you saw Rey Mysterio versus Jeff Hardy? Not a lot.
Yes, you have, and I definitely,
lot.
and I've seen Ray and fucking and seeing almost
3
80
times.
different thousand times.
3
It's the
times.
same thing.
Well, it's okay.
They not,
Okay.
like I said last
They-
week
they-
or last episode, they don't remix it up.
They mix it up, but then they don't mix it up. Like for instance,
Especially on the Raw side.
so hold on. So we kept seeing, for instance, Baron Corbin versus Finn. Like it was ridiculous. But now we saw Finn versus Bobby Lashley. That's changing it up. You're using Bobby Lashley using Finn. What I'm trying to say in this situation is that your roster is not that big. And you don't want it to be fucking huge because it comes to a point where it's like, all right, cool. You have all this talent and it's not being used. It's like I have a car with a fucking bomb ass engine, but I'm only using 1/3 of it. That's where WWE is at. So you have the large, you have a solid ass roster. What do you do with that? You use the roster, use it for different things. Like, okay, for instance, you have, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, Jericho versus Kenny Omega. That's something that happens. Kenny Omega and Jericho stop feuding. They come together. They put that. You take the Young Bucks out. You put them with best friends.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we keep thinking about SmackDown 1 month. No, you run these feuds for 3 months, 4 months. You run them, and you do different things. The thing about why you get so tired of it is because I don't want to see Baron Corbin and Finn come out every week to the ring and just fight.
But you know what's so funny though, and we'll move on right after this. But I find it interesting that you know who actually does the whole like interchangeable thing really well. Ring of Honor does it really well. Like Ring of Honor, you can have in terms of you can have like on the TV side, you can have certain matches, but then on the pay-per-view it's a different type of match, and it actually could involve the same people but used differently. Like I think Ring of Honor definitely has a formula that works a little bit
because
better.
Because they don't also wrestle each other every week.
That's the formula that the crazy thing about you mentioned. I don't drink on every week, but like they basically SmackDown took that formula because one thing about it, you know, that was the whole the Miz and Shane and Uso promo. Big Miz. They still kept the whole Mandy Rose storyline alive.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And they put like a stamp on the whole feud when Naomi finally beat her for the qualified to be the last. Last. That's a different way to do it. But
I think that the way and like I said, I feel like as we sleeping on Vince McMahon a little bit, like we not giving Vince that much credit. So when he actually said, and at first I was like, no, Vince, I don't think you lying. When Vince sat there and said, he was like, yo, we are going to shake things up. That is a prime example of shaking things up, because if we would have had this conversation last year, you wouldn't have said that. That wouldn't have happened on SmackDown. It would have been the same old bullshit. And we'd have been like, oh, this is bullshit.
But that's storytelling. That's production.
But that's what I mean by I think they now see it in a different way.
But that's...
the proof is in the pudding. Like you're starting to see the pieces.
I'm happy with what's going on in the current product. And what I'm saying is that you storytell on a long-term basis, and you use more than one people. What you were saying was every week is the same, doing that we're not doing anything. Okay, Finn, he just mentioned a whole story that was done. That's how you use stars. That's what Jericho was saying. That's what Khan was saying. Hey, all right, we have all these stars. We're gonna use them long term. Hey, Kenny and Jericho feud. Then they become friends with each other. Now they use this as something else. Where after they feud with the Lucha Bros, they go back to each other because something could happen within that storyline.
And now you change your face.
And then you say, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that when you have quality wrestlers when everybody can go, it's exciting, and you use them. The problem with everybody's so frustrated about WWE is that it's the same match, the same thing going on, nothing is being done, and then you have Ty Dillinger in the back eating garlic bread like I am right now, and fucking pasta.
Or hot dogs.
That's anywhere though, because something that shout out to the Culture 360 podcast, they mentioned this way: every company got people that they misused. Like if you go to Japan, there might be something they misused.
That's in any business though.
Let me finish. And he actually did it compared to like the everyday 9 to 5. And I'm gonna take what he said, I'm gonna take it from my own words, basically saying this. I was out riding, right? Listen to this. I was that nigga in there. You couldn't tell me nothing. Anybody that
hold on, time. Nobody found this funny? This nigga said I was that nigga at riding. Nigga said I was that nigga at riding. You what? What's that new Muscle Fitness magazine? The latest issue? I got you. Oh, you need an Arizona? I got you, my nigga. Boom. Wait. Wait.
The one on downtown Brooklyn by Circle Burger Street. Huh?
Oh.
Hey, you need the Doritos?
Yeah. Actually, funny story. I know Elijah ever since I was 21, but I didn't know him until recently. We ended up being cool. I was like, yo, you know that how that I see all the time? Like, I see always like, that's where I recognize you from Rite Aid.
6 degrees of separation.
That's crazy.
Because he was that nigga at Rite Aid. He had his bag of chips and the Arizona on Sid Mid-Ash.
But he never said what's up to him, though.
I didn't know him until I didn't know who, so peep game. So I was a nigga at Rite Aid, son. Anybody who went to that store after I came there, I trained them. I train supervisors. I train like the wellness, like people that
See that nigga on Friday.
People got nice off of me. And then I was feeling like, yo, why don't you give me a promotion, this, that, and third? Nah, yo, you get a raise of 10 cents more. So I thought I was balling, B. $7.50 hour, B. I thought I was balling. I was so nice what other stores talking about. But it's something that the 316, the Culture 316 podcast said I was being misused. So that was not my destiny to stay there. So imagine if I stay there, and right now, the money that I was making back in the day, it'll take me forever to make the money I make right now.
Well, now minimum wage is $15, so actually you would have been all right.
No, it'll take me. Come on, I make more than my supervisor.
No, but I'm just saying
It'll
that
take me, but overall, it's like
if you,
hours.
that's why we encourage Leo to actually get a real ass job anywhere, because minimum wage is $15.
Yo, shout out to my son Clint West Hood. You know.
I said coon.
Are you deaf? I thought he was going that route.
He ain't a coon. You're a coon.
Spell coon.
CON.
Okay, but nevertheless, though, back to what I was saying, I was being misused. So I went over
Because with that nigga,
I was that
right?
nigga. Then after that, things happen, and I'm going to checkers. I became that nigga. B.
You became that nigga
Nice.
without a
Nice.
job.
But of course, that was not my destiny. I got fired. Now,
Because you worked that nigga. Nigga, you worked that nigga. Nigga, you worked that nigga at checkers.
They hated on me because I tried to better myself by going to school, B. The manager, they come to you, trying to, like, you think you better than me, something like, because you in school now? Wow, dogs. Wow.
When they see you read your book one time, they was like, yo, nigga, you
Because one day, I called out.
You read?
Like, one day I called out to do an essay. Next day, it's like, you call out for school? Like, you think you're better than us, B? Wow.
You out here reading books?
How dare you?
My nigga, you reading books?
Overall, back to my point I had, it's just like, I was being misused all these places because sometimes you have to go through the rough patches to find that sweet spot. Kenny went through the WWE system. A lot of people succeeded, became who they are. The John Cenas, the Brock Lesnar's, the Batistas of the world. Because that was the right system for them.
Boy.
Now,
No, continue.
Now,
We'll talk
Kenny
about
had to
Batista.
leave to find a system right for him. He went through all those Japanese promotion, become Kenny Omega here today. Cody Rhodes, he had to go through WWE, get mistreated, to see what say, this doesn't work, to become Cody. He had to go through all of that
To become
To drop his
I
last
mean,
name.
at the end, we'll move on.
At the end of the day, though,
At the end of the day, it's
some people
all
you
about
gotta
the
be
journey.
misused. Yes, you gotta be misused
And
sometimes.
it's not even so much of it being focused on being misused. It's just like right place, right time.
Exactly.
And I think that
Or just being used.
I hope you're not using nobody. But it's the same like when you think of AJ. No.
We are using people.
Oh well, maybe
We use Nicholas' time right now.
my time too. Shit.
My time, too. We all
Oh, my
We
time.
use
Triple
each
H.
other's
My
but
time. That was the
Wait,
best.
which one's that?
That's the him in China. That's the.
Oh,
theme
that's one's like, want some?
Yeah.
This thing on? Woo! That's the perfect sex song. Mm-hmm. You come in, that's a classic jobber moment from season 1. The ultimate sex playlist.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Rhino. Time to play
D-Lo.
the game. Ooh! Look at the real deal now.
I definitely don't think I'm smashing the D-Lo though.
Yeah. Like,
man.
that's your entrance.
That me.
Like,
Give it the
no,
best 30 seconds
like
of
my
my
brother.
life.
Like my brother, like, he like walk around naked, he about to beat it up. Look at the real deal now. Woo! That will
Have
hype
you
up,
have
right?
you used the wrestling theme songs in the bedroom?
You thought about it, right?
I don't like having sex with music on.
But you like having sex with the light
Did
on?
you enter?
Yes.
Facts! I want to see everything, B.
Did you pull up with
Everything.
the head shake?
You don't have sex with the light on?
No, lights off.
Thank you.
I've done
Y'all children.
Lights off.
Y'all
Why?
children.
I have the lights on
Exactly.
all the time.
Listen, light bills are expensive as fuck.
Sometimes.
Yeah. No,
Wait, you what?
Wait, huh?
Kiss with your eyes open.
No.
You sleep with your eyes open?
No, kiss with your eyes open.
It depends who.
Who sleeps with their eyes open?
I know someone. I don't know somebody about something.
I get on him.
But that's what I thought she said. I was like, bro, you sleep with your eyes open? That shit is creepy. What the fuck?
That shit is wild.
That shit
My
is
homegirl said that,
real sweet. That's
her
real
boy
creepy.
sleeps like that. Like she's like there's a picture she has.
What?
That's
Like
good.
Aldrich, like he's like this.
Oh, Scotty used to do that.
Oh.
Scotty used to sleep with his eyes open.
Yes. That was creepy.
Like he'd fall asleep. He'd fall asleep. I'm like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, you sleeping? No, I'm
Yo,
not.
like, what would you do if you were like on the train and you see somebody like that though?
Wake him up.
Why you waking him up
I'm
for?
not making no
Why?
random person
Yo, what's
like
wrong with you?
Nah, fam.
You leave people alone. What? Yeah. What would we go for?
Yo, speaking of fucking, what the fuck is this shit called?
Taser.
A taser. Yo,
Taser?
we got this obnoxious ass, so everyone knows we have this obnoxious ass group chat that we talk probably every day, every minute. And fucking Kelvin's ass,
Oh god.
He said
he
this.
sends us this video of this lady. He's like, yo, watch it, hold, like, wait for it. Like, all he says is wait for it. So I'm like, all right. And I know fucking with these niggas, never to play anything at work, never to play anything on the volume because it is obnoxious as fuck. So I played the video, and this nasty lady, probably Leo type, that was like dancing in the video camera, and she was just like, yeah. And at first, you saw like the taser, you saw the light, she like tased the light, so you saw it. He was like, what the fuck is she gonna do with that? This bitch tasered her cooch.
So in the video, she's dancing like to some Jamaican song.
Dancing, and
she's
she get on the
gyrating
bed.
and everything. And she gets on the bed.
She open her legs wide
Why?
open,
And then she takes the taser and
she
stabs the
tases
pussy.
herself in
then
the pussy.
She goes and then falls
And
to
it
the
falls
floor.
to the bed. It falls off the bed.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some dance hall shit though.
Exactly.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I've
What?
seen videos of some girl having like a cinder block there and a whole dude just like stomp down. I don't understand what's there.
Okay, that's a little different. But taser
They go
though?
on ladders.
My nigga, it's the same thing as a taser. You put a cinder block between your pussy and somebody jumps on top
This
of
ain't a
it.
gimmick one from WWE. This is actually they can stomp into it.
Huh?
Marvin the Beast.
Marvin the Beast?
Yeah.
Who's
The
that?
fuck is
Goes
that?
around to different parties and just dance around people.
Oh, this one.
Oh, really?
Marvin the Beast, like he picks up people, just like he jumped up the roof with this girl onto like the floor.
Marvin, what's his name?
Marvin the Beast. I'm gonna look that up later.
Marvin
Oh.
the
That's
Beast.
a-
But yo,
that's
oh,
Jamaicans are
dancing.
wild.
But yo, that shit, yo, that literally stunned me. Legit. I was like, yo,
Jamaicans are wild,
is
dude.
she all right? But all right, I was like, oh. Okay, we're gonna watch this after the show. Shit just got. I just saw the first compilation. He has a compilation. That's how you know it's real. When niggas have a compilation, like that's what we need to do. We need to do a compilation of the Job of Tears podcast. Get on it. Get on it.
What you mean, like,
Like just video
We'll
clips
talk-
of like the most outrageous shit we've said in the last year.
okay.
Work on that. Anyway, let's move on to our superstar spotlight. This week goes to indie star, young 23-year-old man from Las Vegas, Nevada, Chris Bay. Shout outs to Black Wrestling Alliance. You keep us informed. You keep us on our toes.
One of the members, you know.
He's part of the Jobber Nation. So thank you so much. Always want to give you some quick little shout outs. But this interesting young 23-year-old out of Vegas is the current future star of wrestling heavyweight champion. He trains under Jake the Snake, your boy D-Lo, and Kenny King.
No wonder he's so smooth in the ring.
And he's wrestled against the likes of Shane Strickland, Austin Aries, Willie Mack, and Kenny King himself.
John
He's
Morrison too.
also cool. And he's also
Nah.
made an appearance on Impact
The white
Wrestling.
brother, the big brolic dude.
Brian Cage.
Yeah, you fought
Oh,
him.
Brian Cage too, yes. So, question to you guys. Who would you like to see him wrestle?
Ricochet.
Your answer every week cannot be fucking Ricochet.
There's other wrestlers. There's other wrestlers.
There's other people.
There's other
Ricochet is perfect for everybody.
Okay. Thank you.
Kofi Kingston. Because I watched some of his matches. He's not the biggest,
Okay.
but he
That's
was
why he fights with Ricochet.
Oh my God, but not every
Anyways,
tiny nigga gotta.
Anyways,
gotta wrestle
like,
Ricochet.
he's not the biggest, but I give him a pass because he's young and he's gonna pick up. Like he's only 23. By the time you reach my age, my brother's age, back in like them, not 2 years apart. Basically, when you reach like our age group, he's gonna get his man strength. So he's gonna bulk up.
So wait, so you call it? Wait, so you low key call him a little nigga though?
No, he's not.
That's what you just said.
Well, he's not gonna get his man strength yet.
Can you drink his milk?
Leo,
Not even, like-
what does that sound like?
Leo's weak though.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. He know that though.
Yeah.
Yo, he's 27. He'll never get his man strength.
But he pick up big bitches, so he actually has his man.
Don't let him G you, B. Don't let him cast you.
I pick up, the biggest pickup is like 425.
Whoa!
Struggled, right?
I ain't dance hall.
You struggled, right?
Whoa, time out. You dated a girl that was 425?
Yo,
No, but you wait. No.
See?
No, we're not gonna not talk about this. Bro, you 425.
yeah, he
No, you
did.
did not.
He slept with me, he didn't pick her up.
He
You
did
didn't-
both.
No, I
He
don't
did
care.
both.
He did. I saw
I don't care. I don't. What?
What? You saw the
It's
video?
not a video, it's a picture. He showed me the girl. She's like these 40
Yo,
pounds. I doubt that he picked her up.
425?
Yo, but why did you see the picture?
He showed me.
You still have it?
And she has like extra stomachs and shit like that.
Nigga said extra stuff, but you
Hold
still
on,
smashed?
425?
He got proof, so pull the receipt.
Wait,
Yes.
425?
Yeah,
Are we
that's-
not gonna talk about this?
I don't know. Sometimes
I mean, I don't-
How tall was she?
She was like
Is she like 6'2"?
like 5'11", 5'10", like me.
That's disgusting.
That's a big bitch.
She
Nigga, 425, that means you have sleep apnea.
she breathes when she talks.
There you go. I shouldn't, you know what? Let me stop doing that because
Nigga, you were never 425.
I'll keep something.
You were
But you were
never
never
425.
425.
Once you reach a certain level, you're gonna die.
Nigga says
That's one of her stomachs?
Let me
That's
see.
nasty.
Let me see. No.
I saw a picture of her, but not the stomach.
What? I don't even know how to look. What? Wait, what is this? Can you explain this picture?
Did you
Wait,
fuck her
what
roll?
is this?
I just took pictures of like.
Wait, but what is? Okay, first of all, stop taking pictures of bitches. You could go to jail for that. Stop it.
425?
But what is?
Where did you
I'm
meet
trying
her?
to figure out what.
Sunset.
How do I look at
Shout
this?
out to Word Life 25. I'll keep calling you that.
Wait,
He
but
says,
like, what is
release,
it?
believe it or not. You know what? It should be called Leo's Believe It or Not.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
425?
Wait, but do you have an actual
Where'd you
picture
meet her?
of the girl?
Yeah, you gotta swipe.
Oh, I was afraid to
yeah.
swipe.
Sunset, is that the one that who taught you the cinnamon chicken recipe?
No, Leo created the cinnamon chicken on his own.
Yo, why is a picture of your dick in here? This is so
Oh, wait, that's why I didn't want to.
That's what you get. That's your
Wait,
fault.
which
That's
way
your
did you?
fault.
Oh.
Janelle, just lock it. Just lock it.
Let's just lock it. Let's lock it.
Top,
Oh,
top, top.
okay, no. I'm trying. Okay, I got to the backside.
Yeah, that's the backside.
Okay,
Disgusting.
she got a tattoo.
Let me see it.
Who
How
gives
long
a
ago was
tattoo?
this?
I didn't see this one.
God.
How long ago was this?
It's about 2013.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me see that one.
but like, wait, but like, what's the picture?
Yeah, that's her. That's her.
That's her.
That's her. Yeah, that's her. That's her. That's her. Yeah. I saw
Oh,
that picture.
buddy,
It's like 2014, 2013.
do you still talk to her?
No, she disappeared.
She disappeared.
Hope that weight disappeared
I
too.
used to let her leave outside in the cold.
Oh, that's.
What? Was she homeless?
Oh my God.
She was house hopping.
Yeah.
Homeless hunter, bro.
They
Leo the
call Leo the homeless hunter. Listen, this nigga's a homeless hunter.
Like,
Oh my God, I have to get that on a t-shirt. Oh my God, I gotta call it.
Stay over sometimes, like, you know, like.
My nigga, you're the homeless hunter.
oh shit.
My nigga, you're the homeless hunter.
No. Okay.
Yo,
Homeless hunter.
niggas out here on the streets, inside of group homes and shelters, looking for the next pussy.
You cold.
You cold? I got cinnamon chicken.
Yo,
This nigga's the homeless.
This is Leo's all-time favorite beverage. He got Four Loko. He
Oh my
loves
God.
that.
he loves that
Yo.
shit.
He knows every spot. Every 7-Eleven, he knows all the prices for Four Loko. He likes that and like the
Cinnamon chicken?
No. It's next beer he likes too. It comes in raspberry. It's kind of good too. Steel, he loves that beer. He knows every last spot. The one like.
Yo, but that was a big bitch
I
though.
mean, listen, like you listen. Like,
And she had the bull. The bull.
She got a bullhorn.
She has a bullhorn. Oh, ew.
That's gross.
But 425.
Ain't nothing.
Yo, so you
That ain't nothing.
he can bench press. Wait, so what's the heaviest you smash?
I would say 350.
Oh,
Uh.
Thank you. She was nice.
She was not 350, my nigga.
I didn't say she was.
She was not.
didn't say she was.
We are not. We are not going there.
didn't say
We
she
are
was.
not going there.
I didn't say
Y'all
she
niggas better
was.
shut the fuck up.
I didn't say anything.
Y'all niggas better shut the fuck
didn't
up.
say anything.
We are not. We are not going there.
I didn't say
You better just look like niggas. No, I have never tipped the scales over 300.
You plead the fifth?
No, I have never. Maybe. But 300? My nigga.
300, 320 ain't nothing, B.
Depend on the height.
My nigga, you're gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
Thank you.
Be like a dream.
We got all these muscles for. For what? For what?
Nigga said.
Cell phones.
To sell cell
Nigga
phones.
said dream chaser. Nigga said dream
Nigga, shut
chaser.
the fuck up. That was funny. Yo, shut up.
We got muscle for to sell cell phones.
To
Why
pick
do you
up
have
people.
muscle? Like, no. I don't want to ask you that. Why do you got brolic for? What was it?
It just naturally happened because I work out. My nigga, I work out consistently. How about you try that? And you too, assholes.
Nigga,
Well, he actually needs
I
to
didn't
eat
think
more.
that. I lost all
Actually.
this weight.
Nigga, you stop eating like shit.
Wait, time
And I
out.
walk a lot.
What does it say on your shirt? I just realized it's a quote. You don't even know. Oh Lord.
It's not when you start, it's how hard you work. But you don't follow
You
that.
don't work.
I just found it in my closet.
Wow.
Did you also find a homeless girl in the closet too?
Yo, Word Life 25, he's on a roll today. He says, Leo be smashing the if he dies type of shit. If he dies type of
Rocky
shit.
3.
Yo, that's like not my wish for you though. Like for you to be fucking some big bitch and she just
Yo,
have a
listen,
heart attack.
go back
That's
to your
not
name.
my wish for you
I'm not calling
at
you
all.
Instagram name. No.
Anyway,
910. Oh no. Word Life 25. That's your name forever.
oh no.
He tried to change up his Instagram name. Dude.
Oh, don't do that. That confuses
Yo, why
niggas.
would
Don't
you
do that.
for?
That's rude.
But
Why?
450?
He picked up.
425?
Dance hall level shit.
That's right.
You are Jamaican.
Jamaican strength.
Jamaicans love big girls. Big girls.
Okay,
Yeah, they
so
do.
back to the point with this man.
Yes.
So-
Okay. The match you would want to
So,
see him
reason
again.
why I'm saying,
Oh, you said Kofi.
Kofi, because I feel like Kofi could also develop him, show him the ways of the other skinny brolic niggas ways. So that's it.
Did you just call Kofi Kingston a skinny brolic nigga though?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He is. He is. Hell yeah. What? He got brolic over the years. He got more. Hell
D-
yeah.
Okay, if you compare
He has a weird
fucking
chest.
2006, he got a
talk
bird
about the
chest.
condition.
So he got a Leo chest. That's really what
There's
it
a
is.
what?
You talk about that condition. I think he
Yeah, what is that? What is that? What is that?
He has something that bird. I forgot what the name of it.
You know what that is?
No, I gotta look it up.
All right,
Because
so we'll
like
look
how
it
that
up.
Stephanie has it, he has it, Scott Steiner has it. So
Scott Steiner has
At one
something.
point, they said the myth was that niggas was just getting shot too hard. Big chest went.
I heard that was steroids.
Nah.
But then again, once I saw Stephanie has it, I'm like, I thought she used
Oh,
steroids.
that's why she got the implants?
Well,
Well, no, that
No,
she probably she
yeah.
became a mom of 3, so
Yeah.
she wanted to probably just get better tits.
I mean,
no, that was
That
before.
was before.
Yeah, she got
Steph-
that during like the Attitude Era.
Remember?
Oh.
Yeah, she got the attitude era.
Yeah, Chris Jericho brought it up.
Oh yeah, when it was her, yeah, when he OD'd
So what about
her.
you? Who you want to see him in the wrestle?
AR Fox?
No,
Um,
Marcus Marquis.
Okay.
okay, that would be a solid match. That'd be a solid match.
Cheap plug. That's my brother. All right, so we're gonna end off our opening segment to the rumor of this week, and it is not my favorite person of the world, but he is.
The gun? Thank you. The gun, right?
Batista.
Oh God! Are you playing metal song with the gun?
Well, as
Take the ropes.
you know, if we were playing charades, you have figured it out that we are talking about Batista.
Batista.
And apparently he's been in talks with not only AEW, as some of you have seen on the interwebs, but he is still in talks with WWE about possibly having a match at WrestleMania 35 here in New York, New Jersey. So my question to you guys, and I think it wouldn't be my dream match, but apparently because Trips has never beaten him, that was, I guess, the build up.
Like, was you got enough one Triple H? You
No,
just greedy, man.
I didn't even finish my fucking sentence. What's going on here?
That's my alarm.
Never Gonna Give You Up is your alarm, but you love that song, so I get it. But what the fuck? Anyway,
Hold on, before we go on. Never Gonna Give Up is like, my ringtone to motivate me when I wake up.
But instead, I'm never gonna give you up.
Never gonna give me. I'm giving up on myself.
Talking to himself is his mantra.
Okay, monologue it is. All right, so as
Eye the tiger.
I get what I want.
Oh, let's get the Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
But
dun,
you're not.
you were singing Chaucer. I was
It
singing
doesn't go like that. It does not go like that.
Yo, I
It
did
does not go like that.
And that's why I thought you were singing John Cena. I was like, the fuck? But anyway.
I'm black, y'all.
I'm black, of course.
Oh, that shit is so ignorant but funny at the same
I
time.
have,
It's so good.
You know, the GOAT, Soldier Boy, turn my
What?
swag on. I said, what's up? Yeah, we getting money.
Yo, you never say a song right. It's
Never.
always off key.
I don't care. I
Hop
can't
up off
sing.
It's
that
never gonna
bed, turn my swag on.
That's the GOAT right there.
That's definitely not the
Soldier Boy's not the
GOAT.
GOAT?
No.
What?
He's
He
one of
taught niggas like how to grind on the internet, B.
Yeah.
You definitely saying he's the greatest of all time.
He's one of the GOATs.
For
Because he
internet-
ushered
Okay,
in
if
this
that's
era.
okay, I just want you to properly use GOAT.
He's the GOAT for this, for like, he taught all these niggas.
If
He
you
taught
want to
Drake.
say he's the
He
GOAT
taught
of,
us?
if you want to say he's the GOAT of internet hustle
Yeah.
in the music industry, I can respect that. But just off rip, if you saying GOAT, I don't want you to sound
He
silly.
is one of the GOATs. Because he taught niggas how to do this.
Okay.
A lot of niggas on today.
Exactly.
Okay, once again, it's how you properly say it. But anyway, we're talking about Batista. And as everyone knows, Triple H is not 100% healed from his injury. So my question to you gentlemen, before we move on to our Raw and SmackDown recap, who, if Batista actually does have this match at WrestleMania, who would you like to see it against?
I don't want to see Batista wrestle.
Top.
I still love him, but I don't want to see him wrestle.
I'm still with the shit.
I want to see him wrestle in to be honest with you, in AEW, because I feel like he'll get really more creative control.
But to do what?
Because I just feel like as far as like, he's going to tell like a
You
better...
said come in as... You're dumb, but I understand. That's all you want?
I just feel like how that he did WWE. I guess he could come back to the Triple H. I guess, but I feel like to really get like, I want to see Batista unleashed. Walter Vince McMahon over his top. None of that. I want to see Batista on some like monster.
But see,
like,
I just don't want everybody to think AEW is going to be trying to put Nikki on because Nikki is so good. She could be on either one.
Yeah.
She can make an
I
impact
still
on
think
either one.
she needs to like bring back up sanity.
Word like 25 said, Kyrie Singh to come on. That would be
Oh my God, the pirate. bitch.
Why do people like her so much?
She because of her elbow drops.
Pirate,
Listen.
porn star.
Macho did it better, all right?
No, Macho didn't
Man,
do it better.
not the way how she be throwing her body.
Kyrie's.
She throw her whole body into that damn thing.
Her whole
Because
body
she's
goes
105
mad high.
Exactly.
She's mad straight.
She's
all the time.
105
She
pounds.
meteorites on your chest.
She's the new league of cruiserweights, okay?
Alright, so
Anyway, so move on to SmackDown. Let's leave Kofi to the end so we all can talk about Kofi together.
Lord.
But if you can, give one up, one down for SmackDown before we talk about Kofi Kingston being the man of the hour, literally,
Not
on
Leo.
SmackDown.
of course, actually no. Everything's getting up and up. There's no really no down for me, dogs. None.
Same.
You watch SmackDown?
Yes. I already sat down and watched it.
Okay.
I was right there.
You was right there.
I love SmackDown, B. Like,
Clearly,
SmackDown-
because your ass ain't watch Raw.
No, because Raw is 3 hours.
I watched all of Raw.
Technically, SmackDown is technically 3 hours because when they put 205 on the network, that's an additional hour. Just saying.
I'll be asleep by then now.
Low key, the Noam Dar versus Tony Nese no disqualification match was
That shit was
nasty.
fire.
Yeah,
That was
205
nasty.
Live. If
That
you
was
haven't,
nasty.
yeah.
This week.
I watched this.
If you haven't watched
nasty.
the match that Nick is talking about on 205 Live, go on the WWE Network and watch that match.
We
It
talking
is-
about desks, chairs, like
Alright,
broken home
so
and shit.
there's no down for me. Everybody knows what's my moment, so we're gonna talk about that at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So
All right, let's not even do this.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's just talk about
we're just
Kofi.
going to talk about the.
It's not
the
SmackDown.
Kofi
It's
Kingston.
Kofi holding it down.
It's like that's fire. Reason why I like the whole Kofi Kingston thing because yeah, Seth did it before last year, but Seth was already at the top of the mountain. Seth already had was in high profile matches. He was viewed as a single star throughout the whole last year. You know, he got the gauntlet match. All right, cool. You felt Seth. It built him up to get that. When the Royal Rumble, we expect that from Seth, dogs. Now you got like a grizzly veteran that he got some young guys around. Like, yo, let's do this together. Not only that they're moving as like individuals, they're moving as a unit. Like the fact that they picked Kofi, everybody would thought it would be Big E. Because like, nah, not my time though. Jay was like, Nah, not my time. Your time, dogs. And then
Were you there in the room when they said this?
Probably.
they called me.
He probably had a moment and was like,
So like how that we
Okay.
and like they brought him up and the story, like his struggle, he was like, yo, yes. And the moment when I realized that Kofi have that I said earlier, that defiant moment, thank you, that defiant moment is when like Samoa Joe, you know, being like Samoa Joe, the typical hater, beat up everybody.
first of all,
you know.
Joe is Rose.
He's a soul like he's
Joe
a
is Joe is Joe.
So like he got
Joe
tired
gonna
as
play
always,
hip
you know, a typical Samoan was getting mad at people. So he beat up Kofi, you know, once
I'm mad
at
that's typical Samoan though.
I was like, dang, you know, another black guy getting beat up for Black History Month. Dang. But the fact that AJ was just like, come on, dog, I don't want to do this, that, third. Kept up his babyface persona. I was like, yo, dog, just do this. He's like, don't tell me what to do. I've been for 11 years. This is my shot. Fight me. And you felt it because you could tell he was fatigued. And he gave everything he got. One slip up due to fatigue, he ended up tapping out. And you see his boys come back. Black unity. Like, yo, dog, we got you, dog. Let's do this, man. Standing ovation.
To be honest, even to roll up on that, the way how they even eliminated him was perfect because it wasn't really through AJ that did it. It was kind of Kofi because before he got put, right, with the knees, so they protected Kofi even more.
Like his fatigue caught up with him. Storytelling. That's bring like to sports. When that old guy on the court, when Tracy McGrady scored 50-something against the OKC, he was like, yo, Tracy McGrady was his last leg. He gave it all he got, but it wasn't a happy ending because they lost that game. Now, when you see VC dunking on dudes, like, yo, VC still got it, though. He may not get that championship, but bittersweet.
It's Carter.
Yes, we all know who fucking
Thank you.
DC is.
Exactly. So overall, that's why, like, it gives me that sports feeling. It gives me that feel-good moment that I could take, like, you know what? If Kofi doesn't win, I know that he gave it his all. He gave his heart. He left his heart in that ring. He said, this is my heart. This is my soul. Mustafa Ali left the heart and soul. Like, not maybe the heart and soul of 215, but Kofi's the heart and soul of Smackdown Live.
You've been preparing to say this
Yeah,
all day.
I was, yeah, what?
That's my
You just
yeah.
wrote that? You wrote that down?
And his brain.
Yeah.
No, he knew in what order he wanted to say what he wanted to say.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to What's You Wrestling Podcast. Shout out to my brother Ronaldo.
You still mess with that girl?
Oh.
Ronaldo, you still mess with that girl?
Wow.
Wow,
This
nigga.
is what we're doing?
I
Really?
want to ask her.
I mean,
No!
but she's saying with
he's
the
not?
next nigga, so.
That's no one's business.
I don't know. It's the job world we share.
We do, actually.
We do.
Job of world.
Jobber Nation.
It's a job.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Give me my share.
Nigga is not sharing bitches.
Wow.
Why are you disgusting? What do you?
I would be.
Thanos. Niggas out here.
Nigga, you Thanos?
He's out here
You
fucking
smash
worlds.
them and they disappear.
Disappears. Yeah.
He actually does do that, though.
He's a homeless hunter.
Ridden half the population is homeless.
That's mad funny. All right,
I need to
say
get that
Nick.
on the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely does.
with Kofi's situation, even just not even looking at SmackDown alone, there's something weird that always happens with Kofi. Y'all remember when Randy Orton was the unified world heavyweight and WWE champion? He had a series of matches with Kofi that for some reason, Kofi got a roll-up victory against Randy, and then the next week he got a count-out victory. He never got a title shot after that. Like, Kofi was forever pinning champions and never getting a one-on-one title shot. So this was his big opportunity to make a big showing, and they made a beautiful story out of it. First one, you got Kofi versus Daniel Bryan, which most people thought, hey, Daniel Bryan was probably going
to take this W.
Even though people would sit back and was like, oh, why would they have a heel go long in the gauntlet? But either way, all I know is Kofi started that match, and it was a lengthy-ass match with Daniel Bryan, too. That shit was like around, 30 minutes?
Definitely was half of the damn hour.
Yeah, and then during that time, he's getting attacked by Rowan. The New Day is on the other side trying to help. They get thrown out first, and then Rowan gets thrown out right after. So when he missed the running knee, and Kofi hit the troubling paradise and pinned Daniel Bryan clean. What? What?
Facts.
That's a WWE
I feel like
champion.
I feel like Vince said, you know what, I owe you guys one. Here it is. Because the fact of the matter is and I just don't think everyone understands like how big that is. That Kofi Kingston pinned the WWE champion. Like that is that says a lot about how the company looks at Kofi. Even though for the past, over the past decade, we've all been like, oh, he's just a shaking job type of nigga in the company. But at no given point would if they didn't think highly of him, that they would have allowed him to cleanly pin the WWE champion.
That's the first.
The trio makes them a lot of money.
Yeah, they businessmen. They do all this shit. But yeah, that was the first one. And then the second right after that, our lovable favorite, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy came through and Kofi hit him. Kofi didn't even hit him with the finisher. He hit him with like the secondary finisher, the SOS. Got Jeff out of there real quick. So he's still standing tall. It's like 45 minutes in there. Then you hear Samoa Joe and you like, damn, my son out there for 45 minutes and then he got to handle Joe. And Joe was choking him out, flinging him all over the place. Even there was that one point where Joe was playing with him and he was thrown to the outside and he was trying to go for the count out. He was literally, you know how Joe do it. He be chilling there and he looking at his imaginary watch and he like, yo son, just do this count out. And Kofi just kept coming back. Kofi kept coming back with the resilience. And then he finally hooked in the whole Kukina clutch and Kofi did the perfect thing. The Bret Hart style where you do the reverse off the top rope and pin the shoulders. That shit was great. So Joe's out of there. Joe attacks Kofi, leaving him on the ramp, just all choked out, and then here comes AJ. AJ want to come in for the save, and then AJ feeling bad because you see Kofi been through everything. Kofi barely standing, but son, Kofi cut the promo of a lifetime in that ring where he just stepped up to AJ and was like, I've been here for 11 years. You're not gonna pity me. You're not gonna pity me, and shoved them. And they had a full-length match. That off the top rope backsplash that he did to AJ was phenomenal. He went in, and like I was saying from before, Kofi took himself out. Ultimately, I feel like AJ was going lose to Kofi eventually, but I feel like it's better that Randy Orton came out last and finished it with an RKO on AJ because it didn't even need to be. We saw how far Kofi went in his story, and it was perfect enough. And it gave more respect that they ended it so quick after Kofi's miles, so it felt like it was Kofi's story the whole way through.
Yeah, like you really forgot that, there was a whole nother nigga about to come out and go against AJ. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on the Kofi Smackdown?
Kofi holding.
No, it was good. It was surprising as well. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect him to be that guy that night. And it rejuvenated him. Oh, yeah. It gave a shot to the New Day in general. The matches were all good. All well done matches. Like you said, the storyline was done really well. You guys basically said everything. It was a moment for Kofi in his career. It was a real big moment. I don't think he's going to win the Elimination Chamber. I wish he did. Yeah. Because that would be dope.
That picture floating.
But then, okay, here's the kick. What if he does?
Oh, God.
And that's amazing.
Oh, I'm crying. I'm crying on sight.
I would say that when it comes to the Smack Elimination Chamber, wild stuff do happen.
Like Bray Wyatt.
Like the fact
But didn't Mufasa pin Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
Clean?
Mustafa, yeah.
Mustafa.
Yeah, in a tag match. In that tag match, yeah.
But he's still pinned him clean.
Yeah, but it's in a tag match.
But if Bray can win.
That's what I'm saying.
And that fact is like, come on, Vince. It's my Christian.
And even if, just give us this one W. Just once. He can lose it at Fastlane. Be okay with that.
Yeah, deadass. There's another pay-per-view coming up, too.
Like, I'm all right with 2 weeks later.
I would forgive them if he wins it and loses on SmackDown. At least, if I can buy
No, we're not pulling a cane.
Like Christian.
No. I need a solid 2 weeks. I need like 2 paychecks.
Yeah.
You need to have a big celebration. Cool. And nobody interrupt that.
You want to win?
That's what I'm saying.
The black wrestling community is going to go crazy.
So you know what? As we are talking about this, let's go to our predictions. As everyone knows, Elimination Chamber, we are on.
Pause.
All right, so as we were talking about our wishful thinking of Kofi maybe becoming WWE champion, let's talk about some other predictions on top of that. As everyone knows, Elimination Chamber is live from Houston, Texas at the Toyota Center this Sunday. So those that are going to Houston, cough, cough, Jaquan, safe travels. But anyone in the New York tri-state area that want to come and watch Elimination Chamber, you can always join us at Legends. Opening pre-show at 6. Show starts at 7. So please come RSVP at the jobatiasPodcast@gmail.com for more information, or slide in our DMs. Not preferably mine, but the groups at the Jobatias Podcast Instagram page.
Spicy.
All right, let's talk about the Cruiserweight Championship. So we talked about 205 Live a little bit, but let's talk about it's Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa.
Yeah, Buddy.
Okay.
I don't think Buddy's leaving 205 till at least after Mania.
I definitely don't. Yeah, I don't see Buddy dropping the title until after Mania.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, for the 80,000th time, we have Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin.
I don't give a fuck. I don't.
Next.
It's Braun.
I don't.
Good old Braun. Let's talk about the Smackdown Tag Team Championship, where we have The Miz and Shane, the McMiz team versus the Usos.
They turn on each other. The Usos win. The Miz and Shane McMahon fight at WrestleMania.
Okay.
I still think
All
they
right,
can save
Booker.
it for Fastlane, so I think we still.
too.
I think.
Yeah.
I think they win this one still.
me too.
McMiz. That
They
segment
gotta
was,
have
that
one
segment
W.
was nice.
They gotta have one title defense. That's
That's
a W.
true.
We have the Intercontinental Championship, which is Bobby fucking Lashley versus.
Was
Finn
Bobby
Balor.
and Leo in it's a weird handicap.
So wait, Leo could get the title off of this?
No. It's like if Finn pins Leo, he can be the IC champion. It's like that time. Remember with AOP?
Yeah.
And, yeah. I think
And-
that's
and
why
Drake
I think.
Maverick.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I think Finn might win. He gonna drop the coup de grace
This is
on
not
Leo.
Rikishi and Rico situation.
All right, so who's walking out of Houston Intercontinental Champion?
Bobby Lashley, my pops.
That's not your pop.
I want to say Bobby.
The black man in me wants to
Yeah.
say Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, dead ass.
But it's
Black
probably,
History
gonna,
Month?
it's probably gonna be Finn.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be Leo's fault.
Yeah, next.
All right, we have the Raw Women's Championship. We have Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott.
Ronda.
Ronda next.
Root Ronda.
We all know Ruby's not winning. It's cute though.
We
Yeah.
all know which
Okay,
one
but
it
like,
Hopefully it's a good match.
so wait, curveball. What if she did though?
Hell
not
no.
winning.
is. Yo, this is not a baseball stadium, so you can't use that.
Not this
I can.
curveball.
What if she did though?
She's
This
not.
curveball. Charlotte's gonna be. Charlotte got a good promo on SmackDown about being in the front row and all that shit. So that should at least make it interesting.
I mean, you know, people don't forget that Ronda screwed Becky and Charlotte out of that title. That's how Asuka became champion. What if Charlotte screws Ronda? Oh Lord, so many things going on. All right, we're gonna go to the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. This is SmackDown. So we have Daniel Bryan as champion, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, and Kofi Kingston. With
Kofi
Randy,
Kingston. My heart wanna be
with
Kofi.
Randy Orton entering the chamber last.
Kofi Kingston. Going for the
I want to be Kofi
going
so
for Kofi
bad.
Kingston. I don't care. It's not a conversation.
I think Kofi would definitely be like the last like 3.
I think.
I hope
everybody
Kofi the last.
is gonna be glued to that match.
Yeah.
Every black person will be there.
And if Kofi get out anytime early,
That's
we
what
all
I'm saying.
turn
Like
away.
if Kofi, legit though, if Kofi wins, like everyone's
Oh, no,
marking
we're
the fuck out. Like
We're all getting drunk.
it's wild.
We're all
Yeah.
getting drunk.
Yeah,
We're all
like,
getting
no,
drunk.
this
Fuck
I don't
that.
work the next day.
Oh, you lucky.
I'm getting fucked up.
The next day is President's Day. I got off.
I
Shit.
definitely
If
don't have
Kofi
all-
wins, I'm getting fucked
Getting
up.
drunk.
If Jeff wins,
Jeff Hardy.
I'm getting fucked.
Jeff
you're
Hardy
not.
is not
taking
winning,
cocaine.
so
No,
you
you're
can so you can stay sober.
Go ahead,
on
yeah,
that.
sure,
No,
bro.
you're not.
You can stay sober.
No, you're not.
Jeff's gonna win.
I don't give a fuck if Jeff wins.
If Jeff got the first one out, I'm gonna be shocked.
Do you understand this?
Jeff Hardy should actually be in this title.
Why are you smiling?
He's gonna win.
Okay.
Okay.
He has his prediction.
And
It's funny if he's right.
last, no, that shit would be.
And he beats Kofi for the
trash.
end? Oh, hell
That
no.
shit would be trash.
I know Jeff will do a swan time off the
Probably.
cast.
Probably.
Off the top.
His body can't handle that.
And then
I didn't think it could in the Hell in a Cell.
Come on.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
think
that
Hell
Hell
in
in
a
a Cell was
Cell.
trash. And that's why they cut it
Fire. I love that match.
That one when he
Yeah.
swung like
for
That was
8
nice.
minutes, and then Randy moved and RKO'd him, and then pinned him. Oh yeah, that's great.
I thought he was legit.
So
hurt.
we are going to move to the last match of the night, this historic match, where they will crown the new women's tag team champions. So as everyone knows, the winner of this match will be able to wrestle on both brands as champions. So we have Nia Jax and Tamina. I need them to win kind of for these points. Riot Squad Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, Fire and Desire, versus the Iconics, versus Sasha Banks and Bailey, versus Naomi and Carmella. So, gentlemen, who will be the first ever women tag team
Nia
champions?
Jackson, Tamina.
I hope so for my point.
Nia Jackson, Tamina, and my dark horse is gonna be the Iconics.
Yeah.
Iconics
I just
are
think it's like the old adage says, there's more money in the chase, and seeing Sasha and Bailey probably at WrestleMania.
True,
I would actually rather see Sasha and Bailey win here in New York at Mania at MetLife versus in the Toyota Center
Or Fastlane.
or Fastlane. So
Yeah. So she has a match, and then I get to meet her in person when she goes to the school.
what?
Nothing.
Boom.
Ooh. Oh
You talk too much.
no, but I figured it out.
No, I figured.
Who do you
think it might
have?
Um,
Is she gonna be your boo Tamina?
of course.
Or
Her fine self.
oh, okay.
Man, I wonder if she color like I wonder if she like the color on that.
She
what?
Wait, what?
She got 2 daughters, so probably
Yeah,
She like to what around her neck?
cuddle.
cuddle.
Oh, cuddle.
What the
She also,
fuck?
she also has to like black guys too.
What?
She also has to like black guys too.
I'm pretty black.
Pretty, definitely black.
Pretty black, Mr. Black.
Pretty, definitely black.
Her children look mad light skinned.
Her children are a little light on the light side, but it's cool.
Might be a white guy.
You want to read? Once again, those who are watching on live feed, we're going to throw Jobber's social corner in your hands. If you have any questions for everyone at the table, a particular person at the table, whatever it is, you have about 2 to 3 minutes to type away any questions you have. So we give you a little shout out. I'm trying to think what's coming up while I can think of these things. WrestleMania week is going to be intense in New York City.
Back and forth, wow.
Like I was telling Chicago, I don't know why he just thought, he was like, yo, you know what I want to see? I was like, what? He's like, Lucha Bros versus RVD and Sabu. I was like, babe, that's already happening.
Wait, yeah.
He's like, yo, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. I was like, yes, it is.
It's actually happening soon.
Yeah, it's happening. The Impact show in Jersey.
United We
Stand.
Stand.
At first. And I was like, no, that ass. Like, they're facing each other. Yo, he was like, yo, that shit is lit.
I didn't even know RVD was still
Can
out
watch
here
it
in
on
the streets
Twitch
like
first.
that.
And then speaking of Sabu,
RVD versus who?
RVD and Sabu versus the Lucha Bros.
I don't know about Sabu.
Yeah, I know.
but ironically,
Stigma
Sabu
was-
actually is having an autobiography book coming out very soon.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah, we'll talk about like
I hate.
I hate this,
No,
Gangs.
there's a bunch of people like,
maggots.
Blacks.
I mean,
Maggots almost died because I slipped. This, that, and third. My uncle's the Sheik. I hate Vince. Paul Heyman's a dick. I never talk to him. I don't like to talk too much. I hate Taz.
I love Taz. Taz, if you ever watch this, just know I'm like one of your biggest fans. You're part of the reason why I watch wrestling.
Host a party.
Just saying. Any questions or it went off?
No one said nothing.
Oh, for real?
Oh, no question.
Nobody want to talk to us?
Oh,
That's
damn.
how y'all feel?
Oh, damn.
Oh, so
Cold
sign
blooded.
off.
All right. So, thank you.
Somebody asked
Oh.
a question.
Okay, what is it, baby?
So Rockman said, do
Who?
you think the European
Oh.
Championship and the hardcore title would make the roster more healthy?
More championships. I mean, we got a lot of championships, but
I've always liked Hardcore Championship just because Crash Holly made it popping for me growing up. So,
What's your favorite WCW pay-per-view?
Fall Brawl.
How do we have it?
yeah.
Fall
That came
Brawl
to mind.
for me.
Whichever-
And War Games. When they did War Games for Fall Brawl, that was like one of my favorites. That's a good question. Who asked that?
Come on, man. My son, Word Life 25. He better change it back.
Word Life 25. Thank you so much for
Copy.
being very socially active today on our podcast. We do want to give a special thanks to our my guy on my left, Black Sir Nick. Nick has always been a great dear friend to us, inside and outside of the podcast world. So it is our pleasure to have you here with us this week.
I was honored to be here. Y'all family.
Thank you. As always, this Sunday we are at Legends watching Elimination Chamber. Who will become the first ever women's tag team champions? Come to the bar and find out. And also, we will announce our host for our game and brunch on March 30th to kick off WrestleMania week. So it is super important to get that kind of that tea that we are going to spill at the end of the night at Legends after Elimination Chamber. And then also you can save your date for Fastlane, where we have Felicia Rose hosting. We've already have over 30 RSVPs because people are dying to meet Miss Felicia. So we already thank you enough, my love, for coming and hosting our Fastlane. It is our last pit stop before WrestleMania. We are going to be announcing some other nice and tidbit things in the upcoming weeks. We have a very special host for one of our other events during WrestleMania weekend. So stay tuned. As always, actually, Nick, do you want to give yourself a plug where people can find you on social media and talk wrestling and anime? Because that is another part of your love, too.
Cosplay, all that. You can find me on Instagram at MATEO_CALAMITY. Mateo Calamity.
There you go. My guy, he be out here animating and cosplaying it up.
All that.
Him and my girl Cherry be out. They be out here.
Yeah.
Didn't y'all go to a black?
A black comic convention on Sunday. That was great. House of Glory on Saturday with y'all. That was great. It was
House of Glory. Let's talk about this. Thank God I have insurance because I had Pentagon Junior fall right in my lap. It was by far the funniest thing. It was the best $20 I probably spent all that week.
Facts.
But House of Glory was definitely a sight to see, and shout outs to all my boys, New York Wrecking Crew, Amazing Red for
Smooth Blackman.
That's my guy. And Richie's Way, that is my guy from back in the day too. So I'm so glad he's getting his time to shine. As always, I am Janelle from HR. So is Mr. Black and nasty ass Leo in the background. We thank you guys for watching. #Black Excellence, #Route.
It's the Jobbers Tears Podcast.